Okay, so now we're going to identify the parts we see in our expression. So here we have an expression, and we're going to label it with all of those vocab words that we just talked about. So we're going to identify the variables, algebraic expression, term, constant, coefficient, and exponents. So first we're going to start with terms, and terms are anything that are separated by an operation. So I'm just going to draw some arrows to our terms. So 8r is a term. There's an operation, so 18 over 2 is a term. We have an operation, 2r is a term. Another operation, so 6 is a term. And 3 squared is separated by an operation. So that is a term. Now we also have some variables. And the variable in this expression is r. It's the only letter that we have. So r is the variable. The next thing we have are constants. And constants is a term that does not contain a variable. So do we have any constants? Well, we have 18 and 2. Actually, let's write that in a different color. (18 and 2 is a constant, and the 3 and 3 squared is a constant. We're not multiplying by a variable, so it's a constant. So this is a constant. These are a constant. Okay, our next term is the coefficient. The coefficient is a number that is multiplied by the variable in an algebraic expression. It is placed before the variable. So that is whenever there is a number touching a variable. So we have two of these in this expression. We have 8 and 8r, and we also have 2 and 2r. There is a number touching a variable, which makes it a coefficient. So we have 8 and 2. Okay, next we have exponents, and that is our last one, and we should all know what this is. Our exponent is this little number up in the top, and that is our exponent. It's telling us how many times we need to multiply that number by itself. Okay, now we want to just go over PEMDAS real quick and remember how PEMDAS works. So we have P for parentheses, E for exponents, M for multiplication, D for division, A for addition, S for subtraction. And also remember, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, the P, the E, the M, D, A, and S also remind you of parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. But you also need to remember with PEMDAS is that M and D, so multiplication and division, go together. So whenever you're moving right to left in a problem, whichever shows up first is the operation that you're going to do, whether it's division or multiplication. And then addition and subtraction are the same way. Whichever one shows up first when you are adding from right to left is what operation you're going to do first. It does not matter what order they show up in PEMDAS. It is just which one shows up first from right to left.